Chapter 13. Now, Harry doesn't go to the mirror at night. He doesn't use his cloak. But it's difficult for Harry to forget his family. He wants to see them again. Harry had many nightmares last few days. He dreamt of his parents. In his dream, his parents disappeared after the green light. When Hermione comes back, she's really disappointed because Harry and Ron didn't find any information about Nicholas Flamel. Harry is sure that he heard the name before, but he cannot remember when or where. When Harry is in his Quidditch training, he hears the bad news. Snape is going to referee their next game. Snape is refereeing, says George Weasley. Why? He doesn't referee any Quidditch game. He's not going to be fair. All of them are now complaining about Snape. Harry's nervous. He's nervous about the Quidditch and his broomstick. After the training, Harry quickly goes back to the dormitory. Ron and Hermione are playing chess. Hermione can't beat Ron at chess. Hermione is better than Ron at everything except chess. Harry tells them about Snape. Don't play, says Hermione. Just say you're ill, says Ron. I can't, says Harry. There's no other seeker in Gryffindor. If I don't play, Gryffindor can't play. At that moment, Neville comes in. Someone tied his legs together and he's jumping around like a rabbit. Malfoy, says Neville. He did it when we met in the corridor. Go and tell Professor McGonagall, says Hermione. I don't want to cause any more trouble, says Neville. Come on, says Ron. You can't let him do something like this to you. Be brave. You don't have to tell me that I'm a coward, says Neville. Malfoy already said that. Harry brings out chocolate from his pocket and gives it to Neville. It's Hermione's chocolate. Don't worry, Neville, says Harry. You're better than Malfoy. Thank you, Harry, says Neville. Neville starts eating the chocolate. There is a picture inside the chocolate. It's Albus Dumbledore. Again, Dumbledore, says Harry. He was in my chocolate when we were coming to Hogwarts. Harry suddenly stops talking. He looks at the picture and then looks at Ron and Hermione. I found him, whispers Harry. I remember now. I told you that I heard about him. I read it on the train. Listen to this. Many people think he's the greatest wizard of modern times. He beat the Dark Wizard Grindelwald in 1945. He also worked with Nicholas Flamel on alchemy. Hermione stands up. Stay here, says she, and goes away. A few minutes later, she comes back. She has a book. Nicholas Flamel is the maker of the Sorcerer's Stone, says Hermione. What? Says Ron. They don't understand. Do you ever read a book? Says Hermione. Read it. Sorcerer's Stone can transform any metal into gold. Also, it produces elixir of life. If you drink it, you will live forever. There were many Sorcerer's Stone before, but now there's only one. Nicholas Flamel made it. He's now 665 and his wife is 658. Understand now? Says Hermione. I think the dog is guarding Sorcerer's Stone. He probably asked Dumbledore to guard it because he knew that someone wanted to take it. This stone makes gold and stops you from dying, says Harry. Now I understand Snape. Next morning, they have potions lesson. Harry and Ron are talking about the Sorcerer's Stone during the lesson. Ron says that if he has the stone, he will buy the Quidditch team. When Ron talks about Quidditch, Harry remembers his next game. I will play, Harry tells Ron and Hermione. If I don't play, all Slytherins will think that I'm scared. I don't want that. Today, Harry has a Quidditch game. If they win against Hufflepuff, they will win the Quidditch Cup. Before the game, Wood is talking about their tactics. But Harry doesn't listen to a single word. He's too nervous. Hermione and Ron are sitting next to Neville. Hermione and Ron have their wands and they look really nervous. Why are they nervous? Neville has no idea. Hermione and Ron practiced few spells, and if Snape does something again, they are ready. In the locker room, Wood talks to Harry. I don't want to put pressure on you, Harry, says Wood, but try to catch the snitch quickly. Snape is refereeing, and he will try to help Hufflepuff. If Hufflepuff wins, it's good for Slytherin. Look, says Fred, whole school's here. Even Dumbledore came to watch. Dumbledore, says Harry, and runs to the door. He wants to see Dumbledore, and he sees Dumbledore. Harry's so happy. Now he's safe. Snape can't do anything when Dumbledore is watching. The game starts. Harry's looking for the snitch. Ron, Hermione, and Neville are watching the game nervously. But only in 5 minutes, game finishes. Harry quickly catches the snitch and game is over. Snape looks really angry. When Harry goes to the ground, he sees Ron and Hermione. They're jumping up and down. Someone catches Harry's shoulder. It's Albus Dumbledore. Congratulations, Harry, says he. I'm happy that you're not thinking about the mirror. Then he leaves. Gryffindor students lift Harry up and carry him. He is so happy now. But when students are carrying him to Hogwarts, Harry sees someone. He's rushing to the forest. Harry can't see his face, but he's limping and Harry realizes it's Snape. He quickly runs away from the students and gets on his broomstick. He follows Snape into the forest. What is he doing? Harry thinks. Harry stops and stands on the tree. Now he's looking down at Snape. Snape is not alone. Quirrell is there too. Harry tries to listen to them. Why did you want to meet here in the dark forest, Severus? Asks Quirrell. I wanted to meet secretly, says Snape. Students must know about Sorcerer's Stone. Did you find any information about the dog, about how to go past it? But Severus, do you want me to become your enemy? Says Snape. I don't understand you, says Quirrell. I know that you understand me, says Snape. But I really don't understand you, says Quirrell. We will talk again soon, says Snape. Snape walks away, but Quirrell stays there. Harry waits until Quirrell leaves. It's almost dark now. Where did you go? Hermione asks. We won, you won, we won, shouts Ron. Everyone is waiting for you. Fred and George stole some cake and we're going to celebrate our win. I have something to tell you, says Harry, seriously. They go to the empty class and Harry tells them about Snape and Quirrell. We were right, says Harry. Snape is trying to get the Sorcerer's Stone. If Professor Quirrell tells him about the dog, Snape will get the stone. Quirrell is afraid of Snape. I think Snape will get it soon, says Ron.